Hey y'all, welcome to another episode with the Petty Party Crew. It's your girl Crystal, aka Champagne Chris, aka Chrissy F. Baby, please say the baby. And we are back. Well, I'm back. What's up, y'all?
Hey guys, it's your girl Jori.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Michelle, aka Egypt if you nasty.
And hey, lovers and friends, it's your girl Paulette coming out the set. What's good, everybody?
And we,
Lovers
damn.
and friends?
Yeah, trying to change things up, you feel me?
Okay.
Y'all.
You got lovers
I ain't
tapped
been in
in?
the studio in a
They
minute.
are, all of them, tapped in heavy.
In a
Not
minute.
tapped in.
But I'm glad to be back. The fact that, first of all, I came to Dallas to this weather. It's been raining nonstop since I
Yeah,
landed.
it's been ugly.
They handed me my bags soaking wet. Like,
Wait, was the bag flying outside the plane?
I don't when they're getting it off the
No
plane.
facts.
No, when they're getting it off the plane. Like it's been raining since
it has been
so
raining.
bad. So I'm just like,
It hasn't rained.
there was no like cut to
Warning.
weather. Like it was just like summer, cold, and that's it. Now I was like, and it's gonna get even colder.
But you know what's crazy? The temperature's gonna rise back up midweek, but then it's gonna start raining again.
It's not even cold.
Yeah, it's like
just
low key
raining,
humid.
So.
Yeah.
It's cold. This is
I
definitely.
don't. Look,
It's not freezing, but it's definitely cold. Everybody has a jacket or a
Yeah.
long sleeve on. Let's.
It's
Yeah.
just
Look,
you
I'm
know
about
it's
to take
normal
my jacket
weather.
off. I forgot I said
I don't think it's chilly, but
It's not.
like this is normal for Texas, you know.
it is.
But
I feel
yeah.
like what makes like weather cold in Texas anyways is the breeze that comes with it. I mean, because it's
Yes.
60 degrees outside, but there's no wind. Like,
yeah, so it just feels like perfect. Because even when I was walking out of my apartment, like this one girl walked out, and y'all, she's wearing t-shirt and biker shorts. She's like, "Oh my god, I love this weather! Like it just feels so good."
Why the voice?
Because she
Why
sounded
the
just
voice?
like that, and I was
the
like,
shade.
and I had to agree. I'm like, low key, it does feel really good out here. Like it's not hot, it's not cold, it's just normal, warm.
Mhm.
I don't even know if it's warm. It's just normal, but it is what it is.
Y'all really saying you talk about the weather for 5 minutes? Just like, I'm next.
Yeah,
I was just like, why are you looking at me? I have nothing to add.
And we all look like
I'm sorry, y'all. We're gonna hop into the MOTO.
Y'all,
Trying to
it's
say
like
this.
how long we've been doing this? And
Girl.
it's every episode, somebody not on cue. Every episode.
I was so it's because I forgot I signed up. I
Yeah.
switched to Crystal for the MOTO. That's why I was like, why y'all waiting on me? I'm waiting on y'all. All right. So the MOTO is it's titled Scenario Birthday Party Alone. Let me just scan to make sure there's no names in here. Okay, cool. Good morning. My birthday is coming up and my best friend is showing her true colors. She knows that my birthday is coming up in a few months and it's not much for my friend to purchase a $200 round trip ticket to where I'll be for my birthday this year. She did just start a new job and I understand if she won't be able to take off, but I think it's weird that my best friend is making excuses. I don't have a problem with spending my birthday alone. However, I think that if I show up to all of my friends' events, they should do the same for me, especially for milestone events like these. What do y'all think I should do? Cut her off after my birthday or don't take it personally? How do I accept being alone this year on my special day? Thank you
Wait,
so
hold
much.
on. The special event is her birthday? I'm sorry, the milestone is her birthday?
Is she
It's
turning
probably a
25?
milestone year. Maybe it's
She
like
may be-
25 or
yeah.
No,
something.
I was just asking. I was just
Yeah.
making sure. Just make sure I missed nothing. I mean,
Did she
I
say
don't
the
know.
reason? The
Yeah, did her friend give her a reason?
She says I guess she can't afford it because she says it's not for so much for my friend to purchase $200 round trip ticket. She won't be able to take off. I think it's weird my best friend is making excuses. Yeah. So I guess it's
First of
she
all,
said she just started a new job. She can't take off.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
first
don't
of
think
all,
that's it.
She
She
could be
said she-
surprising you. Look at how ungrateful you're acting. Like, can you at least? I'm sorry. She could be surprising her. Can you wait till after your birthday occurs and then try to like you stressing yourself out thinking about something before it has even occurred? Like, I can get maybe feeling a way about it if you want to, but if that's your birthday, that should be the least of your worries.
Only reason why I have to, I get what you're saying, but I will have to kind of disagree a little bit because I've like, you know how sometimes people like, they just want to celebrate their birthday and just feel like no one cares. And so like, it's a feeling and no one wants to feel like that when it comes like to the time of their birthday. And so honestly, and it's crazy. I did kind of deal with a situation similar to that. It's not a birthday thing, but a best friend choosing to like not really consider their friend's feelings in certain things. And so me personally, like, I feel like you need to do what you feel your heart is telling you.
she don't know. That's why she asked
but
me this, though.
if your heart is telling you to cut her off as a friend, cut her off as a friend. If your heart is telling you to have some understanding and maybe wait what Jori said to see if there's a surprise, see if there's a surprise. But you got to do what your heart's telling you. Like
That's
you,
an
this is
obvious
like
answer.
this is a you thing, girl. You know what you want to do. I can't push you to do it. You know what you want to do.
I think What if she genuinely doesn't know?
Yeah, I think for me, like,
I mean,
and I've said this plenty of times on this podcast, like, I'm not an advocate of like cutting friends off for like things, like events. Like, I feel like you can cut somebody off for a pattern, something you notice. So if the reason you feel this way is because you've noticed a pattern where of her not showing up for you, and it might not just be her showing up to a special event, but maybe it's just things happen and you realize she's not there and there are milestone events, then that would be an issue, because it's like, okay, you weren't on my birthday, I invited you over when I was celebrating a dinner for something special that happened to me and you weren't there, and it's like every time I'm trying to celebrate myself I notice you're not there. Then I could understand that, because I mean clearly she's not trying to clap for you.
It just feels like she's just not present at all, you know? So
But I feel like unfortunately when someone has an excuse for something, even though it may seem like an excuse, it's really an explanation as to why they can't be there. So you can't cut somebody off if she says she can't take off work, you just note it. Yeah. You just note it, and then when it becomes a pattern, then you can speak up and be like, girl, you wasn't my birthday, you wasn't here. Like, I'm gonna distance myself from you, but I don't think you should cut somebody off because they didn't come to your birthday trip. It may be some people may think it's petty.
I don't know, because I feel like there's maybe more to this story, because I don't know, like, did something happen in like that?
I feel like there is a pattern, because it's like this can't be her first offense. You just like ready to cut her off.
There's a reason why you wrote into this, because like you've been noticing something. Now you're like, okay, you know, I need to weigh in on this. Like, I feel like something else happened.
But some people are like that. Some people will cut you off if you don't come to your come to their birthday dinner. Yes. Like people like
child life be lifing sometimes. So y'all gotta understand.
But I will say, like, because she's saying like at the end of the thing, she was like, I'll be alone, and it's like, if you don't want to be alone for your birthday, I completely get that. Like, and you know, she started a new job. Why don't you fly to her? Like, take this. Like, there's just so many solutions that could be solved in the situation. Like, you talking about it's nothing but $200, but she just started a new job. How do you know that's not a lot of money to her? So it's like, if you don't want to spend your birthday alone, and that's the only person you're banking on, you buy a ticket, you fly out to her, come to where she is, and y'all can celebrate together in that city. Like, just to cut somebody off, like when there's so many other solutions to kind of get around it, that's just a lot to do.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think something else.
To clarify, I don't think she's saying that she wants her to fly out to her. I think she's trying to plan a trip, like to go somewhere. Yeah.
Oh,
so but she's
okay, but even then that's unacceptable, because even with that, like, if she can't even buy a ticket, how much money is she gonna spend on that said trip? So it's kind of just like, please read the room a little bit. Like, unless it's like y'all said, it's a pattern, cool, but it's just like, y'all can't be expecting people to just be willing and nilly to just do whatever because that's what you want to do, and it's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate.
I do feel like those women, we just put a lot, and understandably, we put a lot of emphasis on like birthdays and stuff, and I get it, but I do feel like as I get older, and I you know, I celebrate my birthday every year with all my friends, so it's like it's a thing for me. But as I get older, I'm kind of just like, I realize, like, you know, the more you put into, like, because it's like you plan a lot for your birthday and something always goes wrong, right? So it's just like the more you put into that, it's kind of just it's bound to happen. Something's gonna go wrong. So I just think we should just bring it down just a notch. And I'm not saying not celebrate, but it's just like just not put so much like effort and energy towards like wanting everything to be so perfect, because something is gonna go wrong. You always end up crying. So outfit's fucked up. Something don't make it on time. You know, your hair is fucked up. The girl cancels. Something always happens. Somebody can't make it. And it's just like, honestly, if we just start like, you know, bring just the energy just a little bit, like maybe our expectations won't be so high behind, and we won't be disappointed behind these things. So it's just like, I do think like when you lead other people to celebrate with you, you are leaving room for disappointment, regardless if it's a birthday, regardless if it's anything. So it's just like, you know, I don't know. I feel like moving forward, like, again, as I get older, I'm kind of just more on the solo vibes. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but I do understand.
Easier.
Yeah, I do understand that feeling of not wanting to spend your birthday alone.
Oh, no, I get it. 100%. I 100% get it. I do.
So I think what I would suggest is maybe, first off, talk to your friend about that and like voice your concerns as far as like, you know, I know you can't afford to go on that birthday trip, but I really didn't want to, you know, spend my birthday surrounded with friends and family. And maybe y'all could plan something like intimate either before or afterwards. And also, don't take it personally. Like, trips are very hard to plan. Like, even like, though I go on trips with my friends, you know how many people tell me, like, how do you even find friends that like to travel? Because every time I plan a trip, it's me standing, last man standing every single time. So if you're planning a trip, again, like Crystal said, have that expectation that 10 times out of 10 people are going to back out. Don't take it personal. It's not that she's not a good friend. Some people are just not, they don't prioritize traveling like that. Maybe plan like a small dinner before you travel, and then if she don't show up to that, then you know.
Child, be careful with them dinners though, because the girls on TikTok be showing me and one other person showed up. Nobody showed up. I'm like, ooh, I hate how about everyone RSVP'd and one girl was there.
That's the worst.
That's how they be with the trips too, though. Like, we plan a trip and only one person here.
The key word too as well, just, you know, talk to your friend. Like, it's okay. Like, I think sometimes people are so, they run away from having hard conversations with your friends, but that's what makes y'all friends, because y'all can have these kind of conversations. You can come to her and tell her how you feel, and she can understand you, and then y'all can move forward in this. So I think that's the, like, we need to focus on too. As being friends, you should be able to talk to her. Like, it shouldn't be a thing where you feel like you have to cut someone off. I think you should talk to her.
And honestly,
understand
on the receiving end, I would appreciate as a friend if you came and told me like, hey, like I really don't want to spend my birthday alone, and this kind of did hurt my feelings. Because that for me, at least it would be like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna make it my initiative to do something else for her. Or at least like, okay, we'll make it a point to like, okay, we can go to dinner before you go, or when you come back, we can do this, or let me get her this. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
people be wanting people to be accountable to shit that they never even acknowledge with you. Like you're upset, and I don't know that you're upset, but you want me to be accountable for your feelings being hurt. Like,
okay, Kyle.
Wait,
I'm just kidding.
No.
Kyle know better.
Yeah.
Kyle know better. Okay,
so how? Okay,
Kyle know better.
On the subject of birthdays, right? How would y'all feel if like? And I'm not even trying to say like if you don't get a gift at all. Like if you was on your birthday, like actually on your birthday. Well, I guess if y'all are not gift people, then it doesn't really matter. But realistically speaking, I mean, not to say for the people who are gift people, for the things that matter to them, like how would you feel if you didn't get nothing?
I mean, I've had birthdays where I didn't get nothing, and like I mean, I did so now celebrated. Like to me, that's a gift in itself.
Yeah, for sure.
People showing up for you. I think like this world, gosh, y'all, we're so like material. It's like y'all. When someone shows up for you and celebrates you, that's a gift in itself. Because not a lot of people have friends that can show up and celebrate with them. To me, that's the best gift.
Yeah. Oh, I'm talking about not showing up, no gift.
No gift. Like, it's okay.
No call, no show?
Like, no.
Like coming to like a birthday party or a dinner.
No, not even. No. You don't come to, like, let's say I have you don't come to the dinner, you don't get a gift, nothing.
Okay.
Well,
or not even.
If they didn't come to the dinner, how are they supposed to give you the gift?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not expecting, like,
if you didn't come to the dinner, I'm not even expecting a gift from you because you didn't come.
I'm just like, no. I don't think people should expect gifts out of people. People are giving you a gift because they want to. Like, at the end of the day, like, you shouldn't be expecting someone to give you something because at the end, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you doing this to get gifts? Like,
I feel like the people who come to the dinner are the people who I expect to. If you didn't come to my dinner, I'm not going to expect a gift from you because if I was expecting a gift from you, I'd expect you to come to my dinner.
But if they can't come, then
there's a reason they can't come,
or or they just didn't come because they.
But
how many times have y'all didn't go to someone's dinner and then didn't send them a gift after?
Not often.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm gonna just be honest with you. Like if I wasn't at your birthday, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna be real with you. Like if first of all, like if someone invites me to their birthday stuff and like this is me being honest. And I've invited you, but you've I've just agreed that we just don't do that.
Wait, what do you mean? What did you say?
For example,
are you going tit for tat?
No, I didn't understand what you just said.
It's about if I invite someone to something, they never show up, and they never show up. Nothing comes of it. They're like, sorry, couldn't make it. Blah blah blah. But but they wish me well for my birthday. Like it's never a thing where I'm like, oh okay, like we're going like gift for gift.
I'll say this. I give gifts regardless if someone gives me a gift, but where I draw the line though is like when I give you said gift and you don't thank me for it, because at the end of the day, I feel like that's very rude to do. And
that's happened to me several times.
And you'll never get a gift out of me after you don't say thank you because
not showing appreciation to me like that's rude.
Yeah.
Ooh, now I feel weird for even doing this for you because like you don't even appreciate it. You just wanted a gift.
Yeah, no, I was talking on the realm of close friends too, but
close friend. Oh,
yeah, these don't show up. They don't get you a gift.
Close friends.
Is that my friend?
You meant for everyone.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the conversation I'm trying to get.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the conversation I'm trying to get at. I'm not talking about like anybody. Yeah, because it's like I don't give a damn. Close friends, like
you're making it very clear. Like if you don't show up and no gift comes within months said after that event, because I get it, stuff happens. People are not timely. You're not my friend. Well, you're showing me that you don't want to be my friend clearly because damn, you got beef all across the board. Okay, it could be something tiny, anything.
Let's take that narrative and apply it to this. Like, is it fair to like not even this? Like, is it fair to like tell somebody they're not your friend just because of a birthday? Like, no gift, no birthday.
I'm not gonna no, it's not fair because at the end of the day, a lot of people are passing through so much. Like some people, they just have a lot going on.
And I think
some people they
comes
just can't.
Down
like,
to pattern though, because I'm gonna have to evaluate. Like as a close friend, you're not at my birthday function, and again, I'm not expecting a gift, but I feel like that's what people do. If you can't make it, you send a gift. You know what I mean? And that's just the people I'm around. That's what they do. Period. I'm speaking from my personal experience. And after that, like I'm just gonna look. Is there a pattern? Like, are you trying to show me something that I need to pay a bit more attention? Like I don't know.
Yeah.
People are weird.
People are weird.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's all.
Leave it
Leave it
alone.
alone.
I didn't know that was a thing. So now I need to figure out which birthday did I even go to, because if I don't
like,
come,
my really close
No,
friends,
it's
I
not
don't
a-
miss their stuff. Like
it's
I
not-
don't
but you
miss
know what?
close friends.
I
stuff.
really feel like that's
thing.
what it
No,
is.
y'all don't. Y'all don't.
So
So it's like
I don't like.
yeah.
But if it's people like y'all and like, please y'all,
Oh, you know
don't
what?
shoot me down for what I'm about to say. But it's like, if you're not a day one to me, like please don't expect day one actions from me. Sorry, that's just me being honest.
But actually, no, I actually do take that back, because no, there are some birthday events that I have missed, and I did say, like, let me know, like, send me like information if you're gonna be home during this time so I could send something.
Yeah.
Because I feel bad because I can't make it. So no, I actually do feel you. No, you're right. If it's a birthday and you can't make a birthday, and someone's actually doing something theatrical, not like, oh, I want to go on a hike for my birthday, but it's like a birthday dinner, a birthday party, something like that, and you can't make it. You still want to, in some form,
Yeah.
you're not buying a dress.
Absolutely,
You're not spending money to do all that stuff
Absolutely.
towards the birthday event. So you low-key have free money to spend
Yeah.
towards a gift, or, flowers, something like a show of
Yeah.
appreciation.
Okay, very
Absolutely.
last question, because I know we kind of harper on it. So what do y'all feel about like, or how do y'all feel about like, not tit for tat gifts? Like again, like Jori said, like you get somebody a gift, like a nice gift, and they didn't get you anything. They didn't show up or get you anything. Mine.
That's happened. Remember I told you, and like that's just kind of like a, dang, okay. Well, I guess that's what we're on now.
Yeah.
Moving forward.
That's happened to me, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't even notice things like that until afterwards. Like
Yeah.
it may be the next year, and I'll be like, hold up, this person didn't give me nothing.
yeah, but
That's me.
It's not a thing.
I'm like, wait a minute.
It's not a thing you hold a grudge on. It's just noted.
Yeah.
Like I'm not holding a grudge
It's
about it,
literally
but it's
just
like
noted,
okay.
and the next year I move accordingly.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Like,
you
know
tit
what
for
I'm
tat.
saying?
I mean, it sounds petty, but like
It's
that's
not
how you.
tit for tat, but when
it's
I'm
just
going to
respecting
start
yourself.
spending, I'm like, let me just like let me
Not.
stay in the lane, because clearly it's like I like put our friendship on a different pedestal than you clearly had it.
Yeah.
Maybe you're even taken aback with the amount of money I spent towards the gift. So
Yeah.
let me like calm
Like,
down and
it's just-
relax.
No, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I definitely, and it's not like I'm gonna do that, but that's because you got me nothing. But it's just like,
Noted.
let me make sure that whatever gift I'm
Yeah.
getting you is in a price
I'm
range
gonna
that makes
respect
sense.
myself.
Like, I'm
Like-
gonna keep it a little bit more simpler
Yeah.
than I normally would
Maybe
have
a
done.
card.
But let's also make it clear so we don't seem classist. Like,
Yeah.
it's a difference between like maybe if you spend money on someone a gift and the next day they may not, or the next for your birthday they may not have the money to necessarily buy you
Yeah.
something like extravagant, but they may go out of their way within like their budget to do something really nice for you. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about more as something like you go out of your way to do something that is like, considerate for someone's birthday, and then when your birthday comes around, it's like the consideration is not there.
Yeah.
There.
That's what we're more saying.
Yeah.
yeah.
Not so much as like monetary.
Yeah, no, because like I said, a gift is a gift. Because like I do know people that like really be counting, adding prices on gifts. I'm just like, damn, like someone used their hard-earned money to get you something. You should be grateful.
Consideration really
Ours
doesn't
is
matter when it
weird.
comes and I don't like, it's not that I need anything expensive. I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
even
just
like a material girl like that.
appreciation.
Give me a card. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's something, just something, a card, a piece of paper that you even wrote on, that means something. Something. But it's a consideration for me. We just gonna keep it at that.
And a thank you. Y'all's parents need to
Yeah.
raise y'all better.
Yeah, my mom. Oh, anytime someone you need to write thank you.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter if it's even a text message. You need to draft up a message and send thank you. Like, I remember I bought someone like a gift off like one of their, I don't know if it was a register or something, and like, no thank you. And I was like, damn.
That's great.
We live in times where like
I don't even be looking for
thank
well,
yous.
I guess.
No,
yeah.
no. It's not about looking, but it's like,
Yeah, no, yeah. It doesn't dawn on me till like months later.
Dude,
Like, Michelle, like, oh,
are you
damn.
okay? Like, not saying who raised you, but who raised you. Anyway, so
It sunk.
it's just sinking this episode,
It
huh?
sunk, bro.
Y'all probably wondering what it's sinking means. You just have to keep listening to figure it out.
Yeah, not even. If you know, you know.
So I want to know if I was petty. Honestly, I think I was petty because like whatever. But so there is like this man, and like he's always coming in and out of my life, and he's always trying to talk to me, and I never take him serious because it's like you're not stepping with a serious foot. So that's that on that. So every time, I remember like when I would talk to him, he's like, why don't you ever hit me up for this? Like, I got connects, this, that, and the third. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, like we're not on that level for me to ever consider you for like help and anything. Like, if I need assistance of finding something, why would I call? Like, we're not on that level. And so why would you even expect that out of me? So I was like, okay, I needed assistance with something. So I thought about it. And I was like, let me just reach out to them.
The same person you said that you would never call for
No,
assistance?
but no. They brought it up last time our interaction. So I was like,
Okay.
you know what? Let me just reach
Yeah.
out and see what this helping hand gonna do. So reached out to him. And so he's like, okay, yeah, I'll get back to you, this and that. He's like, okay, go ahead and cash at me $90.
Huh? Wait.
I was like, Y'all, when I tell you, I read that message and I let a whole day pass. 'Cause I'm like, I'm gonna see if he gonna come back correct. Cause like $90 for what? Like, why did you? What was
whatever you had assistance with? There was not a was the cost.
That's and why did?
And
did you even
prior to asking him? Did you know like this is what he does? Consultations. You know he did. No.
I'm like,
so you didn't know that? No. Okay.
What is the 90? Wait. Are you shaking me down? Like you're shaking me down, basically.
No, it was a shakedown. I'll shake down.
He gonna call, like, so I guess he noticed like I like y'all ghosts. Like it's on WhatsApp, so you see the blue check marks. You know I read that shit. Whatever.
I hate that.
So
WhatsApp is an
ghosts.
op-ass app, bruh.
The day goes on. The next day, he calls me, and so he was like, "Hey, like, is everything good? Like, why? Like, how come you never?" He's like, "I got everything you need." I'm like, and he's around a friend, and I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Oh, that $90." I was like, "I'll send it to you. Nice doing business with you." He's like, "Wait, why are you talking like that?" I was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "See, I always do it. I always try to bend my back for this girl, and she over here thanks doing business. Are we doing business? I always look out for her." And I was like, "Sir,
Does he?
Crystal, $90. You don't look out for anybody. You're not. What are you looking out for? Like, what is your definition of looking out for me? And why are you trying to flex to your homeboy like you like?" Covering shit and like you know like you're trying to look like something you're not to me, and I won't let you make it. So I was like hey, and y'all like okay, if a man's close to me, they know like as soon as Paulette starts doing this like quiet, I get real quiet, and the conversation needs to end because honestly we're getting into murky waters. So I got quiet on the phone because he was just y'all bragging to his homeboy like, oh, this that. I'm like, hey, can you? I was like, cut all that. I was like, you doing too much. I was like, and you know I don't like that talking stuff in front of people. And he was like, he got quiet, and his homeboy was like, ooh. I was like, yeah, your homeboy knows you did not cover nothing. You now sound like a foolish goat, and I'm not fucking with you anymore, girl. I blocked him.
Well, you blocked him?
I blocked him before because he did some weird like.
Did you send him the money? I mean, just listen. Gotta let the listeners know. I know you did it.
You got the stuff you needed though.
Oh, so he was helpful. He was helpful. Okay, damn.
My thing is,
I don't care. Like
he should know you. Don't call me on speaker with your friends.
No
around.
facts.
Because
that's law.
People should know.
Even
I'm
in
not
public,
the one.
even in public, when he tries to step like that, I'm just like, market, understand where we're at. Optics. You need to back up a little bit.
Men
like,
love being embarrassed. I'm not gonna lie. They do. They love to flex, and it's like, do you know who you fucking with right now?
Like,
because I will embarrass you.
I'm like, does your friend know you were begging? You were telling you cash app $90. Does your friend know that? Close your mouth. Close your mouth.
Here's
like
my thing about
you
it.
men are so sassy as fuck. I'm tired of y'all. I'm really tired of y'all.
I mean,
no, it is.
Here's the thing.
Joy with the nasty man.
It is. I'm tired of y'all. Like
I don't know.
It's a sassy man apocalypse. We're fighting for our lives out here.
literally, like drowning out here. Like
So okay, again, you didn't know he does like consultation.
He doesn't do consultation.
No. That was a consultation charge. So I'm saying you didn't know he has a business.
Let me tell you something. I'm a nigga. A girl I'm interested hits me up. Okay, cool. Everything's covered here. There's what you need.
Yeah.
When am I talking numbers with you?
No, okay, yeah, I agree.
Like,
no, I'm on your side.
I know, but you know what I mean?
I just want to make my point.
But some girls the pick-me's ain't gonna understand where I'm coming from.
No, I know. And that's why I'm like, I'm trying to, because they gonna be like, he has a business, just pay him.
He doesn't, you shouldn't be expecting that.
It's kind of like, say this. Say your car, say you get into like your car blows out. You're supposed to call your man and be like, hey, my car blew out. You know, I need a tire. He pulls up with the tire, everything, and he's like, okay, the tire was $80. Wouldn't you look at him
That's
like...
not her man, though. So there's
it's not even that.
But
I get him crazy.
I get the point. I just want
then why did you come?
It's something about handing money to a man. It just
it's my problem with the situation is not even the fact that like it's just I feel like, and I'm so sorry, whatever. You can call me sexist, I don't care, but take your L as a man. Yeah. Like, don't call after you didn't receive it. Don't call my phone.
Type it out because you have no shame.
$100. It's not $2,000. It's not $500. It's not $300. Don't call my phone for a bill under $100, bro. I'm so sorry. Just take your L as a man.
And y'all, since then.
I mean, the block was a little, because I just would have let you. It was a little much, because for me, you're going to know I'm ignoring you. You're going to know I'm ignoring you because it's foolish. Because now it looks like you're avoiding him for money purposes. When it's not, but that's what it looks like when it's like you're avoiding him on principles versus the money. So that's why I'm like, the block was a little much, but I just feel like, again, as a man,
you're blocked on WhatsApp. You still have access on Instagram. You just cannot contact me through WhatsApp anymore.
Right. And I'm just saying the optics of that looks bad because it looks like you're avoiding him because of the money versus like the principle. And that's not the case for you.
I gave him the money.
But that's what I'm saying. I gave
did
him.
what?
I sent him $90 and blocked
Wait,
him.
Paulette, I asked you if you did.
I sent him $90.
The money?
I missed that part.
Wait.
Yeah. I sent him $90 and blocked him.
And then okay.
But no, because the block makes sense. Jori,
I mean, I feel that because if I went ahead and sent the money to get you off my fucking line, I'm blocking you because the fuck you want to fuck with me, and this what.
That to me, I'm not gonna lie. That was to me like it's so embarrassing for you as a man. Like I'm watching you brag to your homeboy.
Not only as a man that's interested in me,
a
man that's interested in you, right?
And I'm like, and you think that after this encounter that we're gonna even move forward to anything, sir? You're not. You're not even.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, Paulette. If you're interested in me, you was never getting that money. I'm be real. You was never getting that money.
Listen, let me.
And it's not even about like.
Hey, listen, y'all. Listen, okay, listen. Africans, man, you just listen. Give people their money and move. Like I'm not
low key. Like I'm the way he would have shamed her in the community. Like,
and even then, like people understand me on principle, but I'm not gonna lie. It's me, my conscience. I gave you. Listen, you need to. I don't care. Like
because even though men lack shame, we don't.
Okay. And it never be a thing. Oh, she blocked you, but did she send your money? Yeah, she sure did. Oh, nigga, like that's done.
No. I hear you. Like, but realistically speaking, if you're interested in me, if it'll be different if he was a friend. All right, cool. I send you the money. I never talk to you again. But a nigga who's interested in me, you was never getting that.
Yeah, or a nigga I'm dealing with. You,
in some way or form for dealing with each other.
Scrunch face like, what?
What do you need that for?
Are you okay? You're talking another language I don't understand. Actually, put the money on the table. I'm tired of you. Like, I'm tired of you. Like,
there's nothing wrong.
So what are you asking? Were you petty for what?
Okay, blocking was I? Jori, I know you don't think I'm petty for blocking him, but was I petty for blocking him? Because my other homegirl was like, that was kind of petty because of everything that person's dealing with. I'm like, what does that have to do with me though?
No, I don't think you were petty for blocking.
Okay.
I do think blocking in a grand scheme of things is a little much depending on the situation. But I don't think he was petty. I mean, it's kind of just like it is what it wasn't necessary, but it's not petty.
Yeah,
I don't block people.
Huh?
I don't block people. Why you keep looking at me talking about? I know you feel me. I don't block people no more.
No, but you said it. You said she wasn't petty.
Yeah, I don't. I don't think
I feel like in that action, like at that point, if I sent you the money, even though I didn't want to, because you're harping on it, I'm gonna send it to you, and you block him in that moment. If that's what you felt like you want to do, I don't think that's petty.
He said it on the phone and then sent to text literally after the because I got. Just don't forget. He like here's my cash for the 90, and that's why I let a whole 24 hours go.
Matter of fact, if you want to, you should write me an invoice then. Write me an invoice and actually send me an invoice and maybe send me a link through PayPal and I can get you your money. Cash App, you're not for real. You're not fucking for real.
People actually need to stop doing that, like offering assistance and then backdooring with an invoice, because that actually just happened to me as well.
Then tell me beforehand. Actually,
you need to tell me that
you actually have a legit business
coming with conditions.
Yeah, like then write me a contract. Tell me that hey, I charge for this, and then send me an invoice. Don't ask me, and then ask for a Cash App. Like that's
this is not even
perfect.
Like
what?
Yeah.
And on top of that, like it wasn't even Zelle or nothing. You want me to cash that?
That's what I'm saying. Like it's not legit. It's giving you just needed it.
Yeah. And it's like
whatever.
Why? And it's like why am I sending it to you and not the person doing the favor?
For sure. Why you holding back? You know him. You trying to watch what you say?
I'm like, why is it 90, 900? No, I just go ahead, round up. Okay, like don't even play with me. No, I would say to answer your question,
said, go ahead and round up.
I do think it was petty, only because I feel like for all the reasons you could block somebody, I mean,
I said it was unnecessary, but I don't think it was petty.
Yeah, but it's okay to be petty sometimes.
Y'all, it's just like principle.
Okay.
Y'all know, I be standing on principle because it's like.
Yeah,
I need you to understand, like, I'm not a woman you can do these things with and think that you're going to still have access. You are done. Yeah. You're done. Sorry. Any man with sense understands that you can't do that and still have
crazy
access.
Part is, even when Paulette told me about, like, the situation, I was so confused.
Michelle
I was like,
so confused.
This didn't even make sense. And I was like, and the fact that he even advised you to go this way, he just wanted your money.
Thank you.
The way the favor was set up, there was an easier way to even take less.
And Michelle even gave me an easier. I'm like, see what I'm saying? I come to you for favors and it gets expensive. Like, it's like, and then now it's me. I have to do it. Like, then why did I come to you? Why did you reach out your hand? Like, why? Just let me drown. Like, why?
Okay, so again, this is the last thing we're going to say. We can move on. If it was somebody else, right, would you have sent them the $90 and felt like, okay, this was worth it?
I wouldn't have to do that.
No. I'm saying, like, if this was like an actual consult, like you reached out to somebody for help, do you feel like the help was worth it? If it was somebody you're not attached to?
I'm not gonna lie, no. I'm not gonna lie, no.
I would say
I was like,
it could be clutch. Okay, the favor, without saying what the favor was, it could be clutch, but in Paulette's situation, it just wasn't necessary.
It wasn't necessary.
So that's why I felt like a shakedown.
It was so unnecessary.
That's like somebody coming to help you fix your tire, and they're like, okay, and they get you a brand new tire, and someone else is just like, you could have just patched that tire. Why did they charge? Why did the nigga who's trying to talk to you charge you for a whole new tire when your tire was patchable? Yeah, you know what I mean? It was a situation like that where it's like,
I started realizing, I'm like, you know what? You just always got to like just go direct.
I do want to circle back though
Yeah.
to what you said about men being sassy. Because,
I feel you.
I want to say this, and I want to make it loud and clear. As a man, why do you want women to pursue you? I want to make this very clear.
Yeah, when did roles change?
I want to make this very clear.
Bad bitch society.
As a man who shows interest in a woman, you do it first, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's on you to initiate things. At no point in time while you're trying to date me or get to know me should I be taking you out on a date,
Nigga.
planning a date,
Nigga.
doing anything for you, especially if we are not locked in like this. And y'all know the
even
fucking
if we
difference.
locked in like this.
I just want to make sure that message is thrown out there because the men really want to be pursued like women. And there's nothing wrong. Like if you locked in with somebody, obviously you show that person you care about them back and forth. But in the beginning stages, y'all crazy as hell.
Yeah, like men want to be winding down. The only reason I would tell y'all this because I actually had an experience like a week ago. And we were literally standing at a food truck and we met some guys and we were all just discussing the menu. Y'all just discussing the menu. No one was talking about breaking bread. No one said nothing about money. This nigga gonna walk up, there y'all go trying to beg for food, someone to pay for your meal. I said, excuse me? Who? You're not talking to me.
She not
Who was
talking
that for?
to me like.
I was like, and first of all, if they trying to buy us food, what does that got to do with you? And second of all, why are y'all trying to condemn women for experiences? If a man wants to pay for my meal, who am I to tell him no?
What that sound TikTok? Make that a sound, please.
Who am I to tell him? And that's exactly what I said. I was like, who am I to tell him no? I was like, see, it's guys like you.
Oh, when
I was like, you know what? And I told it's verbatim because Nikki was there. She was rolling. I was like, if you want to be wine and dine, just say that. I was like, because that's what it sounds like.
And the thing
Because I
is-
don't understand why we're here talking about. And then he was like, I'm like, you weren't even here for the conversation. You just walk up and want to just start throwing shade because you a hating ass nigga. Like
you want
that's
his
weird
meal
to
paid
me.
next.
Because you want them to wine and dine you too. You
thing
want to be
is-
included.
Men are fed up. Whatever. I don't want to say as y'all should be. But men are fed up for being used because y'all are dating people who don't like you. And so now in turn, y'all want
That
women to
part.
wine and dine you. And that's just not how this shit's going to flow.
It's never gonna go
It's
that
just not
way.
going to go this way. It's
And
gone.
let me
not
tell-
over here it ain't. So let me
Y'all.
clarify. Over here it ain't happening.
No, and then man, if y'all really want to go that route, y'all really gonna turn this into the bread and pant wearers in this bitch. So if you want to do it, you know what? If y'all go ahead and do it, let's see how the society and world will be after
Now-
y'all start doing that.
Because now he used to hear guys
Listen.
saying like, she want to talk to me. She need to pay for my haircut. I'm like, if haircut's only $40, y'all don't got $40. I'm like,
why are you? You're not.
I've never heard a guy say that. That's
I haven't
What?
either. And no,
Pay for their
Crystal. These men.
no, it was a video
They're
went
saying
viral
it
too,
now.
and everybody was in the comments like, even one of the a woman was like, well, at the end of the day, like, how much does it cost for a guy to pay for your hairstyle? You can pay for a nigga's haircuts every now and then. I'm like, I'm not
If you're-
giving a guy
if you're
$40.
locked in, if you're locked in, that makes sense. And here's the thing: let's actually be very clear here, because you know the
ladies,
niggas love
ladies, it
to
doesn't
hold on,
make
because you know the
sense.
niggas love to come for us. We're not saying that like if you're in a relationship or if you're dating somebody that you're interested, we don't give. We are gift giving niggas here. You know what I'm saying? Like we actually, especially if we actually like you. I would do whatever for
Turn
you.
into a trick for a
Okay.
nigga.
Yeah, damn near. But we're talking about like in the.
Just playing. Not a trick.
oh, Lord.
I'm just
Ladies.
trying to agree. And then I heard trick
We're
come
just
out.
we're trying to paint the picture. We're just painting the picture.
The trick game is on the right of the table over here.
No. We ain't no broke bitches. That's what we trying to
they're
say.
not,
Like,
but you know.
It's give or take. That's what the point I'm trying to make is it's give or take. But it's like I think the point that we're trying to make now is in the beginning of the relationship, in the courting stages, like, and even in the courting stages, sometimes it is acceptable, like, especially if you know, like, you guys are really locked in, he likes you. $30 for a haircut ain't shit. 50, whatever, how much y'all pay, it's not shit. However, but the thing is, it's not a. Again, it's not like in the courting stages, it's not, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. I'm not doing that for you.
Y'all, I'm not gonna lie.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Y'all, I ain't paying for a nigga haircut. I don't care who you are.
No,
what
I'm
level
not
in my
either.
life.
I'm
Like,
not either. That's what I'm saying. Okay, don't miss my point. I'm not either. I'm
You
not
have to
saying
start
that.
freeform locks fucking with me if that's what you waiting on.
Literally.
Yeah, that's what you're waiting on. But I'm not gonna lie. In order to, this is gonna sound bad. Do I want to keep
Tread
it
lightly. Tread lightly.
No, Crystal, go ahead and land because you about to land.
say how you feel.
bro? Like,
It's a safe space.
and it's not even about the dollar
Is
amount,
it?
but like, in order to fuck with a woman that you really put some money Yeah, bro. It is what it is. Like, but you gotta put some money, and it's not even like here's $1,000. Here's fuck with you. But yes, take her on a date. Do something like take her on a nice date. It's okay to buy her flowers. It's okay to like do stuff like that. And she's not gonna do it for you probably in the first.
And that's gonna go over a lot of people's heads. What you just said, because you're right. You're not necessarily putting a price on what, but it's like do something.
But I'm like, no, take her on it. You are gonna have to spend money, and even if it's $50, you're gonna have to spend money, bro.
If it's 10,
I need to know, like, yeah, you're genuinely interested in me because like you care about my well-being, how I feel, and how the optics present to this date. So yes, if you take me to wherever, give me even if it's $10 flowers, I'm going to appreciate that, and I'm going to take you. It's going to separate you from the niggas and the niggas. So no, I mean, it is what it is.
And I think
that's the boys to the men.
Yeah,
you're a small boy.
It's really because the men be wanting that, and it's like we're not even locked in. Like
even if we're locked in, sir, what's going on here? Like. No, y'all, because I'm not gonna lie, I can't imagine reaching in my purse and pulling out 2 20s and giving it to you.
Well, the whole reason, in regards to the video that Michelle's talking about, the whole thing is like, you know how when you get your hair done and the guys like, oh, you don't get my hair done, oh, send me a pic, and that's pretty much what the guy was saying. He was like,
it doesn't work that way because like y'all just get a fade and that's it. Like you don't need nothing special about that.
I'm not paying for a nigga's haircut.
No, ever. I'm not. Listen. You know what, y'all? I ain't got
never say never.
No, I'm not.
But I say never.
But it would be cute to be like, oh, you know what? Oh my god, even
y'all trick gang.
But what if you know that he's been having a hard like couple weeks? He hasn't got his hair done, and you just like you send him like an Apple Pay, just like get your hair done, get some food, like have a self-care day.
I've done that before too. I think that was my boyfriend. That was my boyfriend.
Yeah,
we was locked.
Sorry, I don't give a whatever stage. I'm sorry, y'all.
It depends on the man. Though,
it depends on the man.
If you give them haircut money, they're gonna send it back to you. Like,
no, he did. He sent like the next couple of days. He sent like here's money for lunch. So it's like even wash.
Yeah. Or it's like a thing where it's like all of a sudden they have cash in it. Why you give me this? Like what was that for earlier? You're like, oh wow.
Yeah.
If you talking to a certain kind of nigga, that's what they gonna do.
These men we're talking about, the invoice will be at the table like. Pay $230 for your hair.
$90. Right cash at me $90. Right ass.
And with interest too.
So essentially, what we're saying is, if you're broke, stay away.
Is that
yes?
No.
Yes.
Wait.
That's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is that. Don't be stepping to me with like a broke dating mindset, and that's what I'm saying. Like you need to do stuff. You need to plan dates. I'm not.
I'm sorry. I don't care how bad this sounds. If you're not spending money, get out of my face.
Girl, and okay, y'all. I know how that sounds. What I'm saying.
Stop trying to. Okay, listen.
No, she doesn't need a translator. She
doesn't. She said what she said, and let's move on. Current events. Let's talk about current events.
Y'all love to hang people over what she said.
No, she said what she said.
Y'all just have to do stuff. Okay, like don't make it seem like she wants you to throw millions. No, do something.
Let me just land. You would not go to Ruth Chris and start asking them for the a great value menu. There's certain people who, if you cannot afford to date this person, just date somebody who you can afford to date. There are millions of women in this world, maybe not millions, maybe thousands of people in your local city who will be okay meeting up for coffee, going half on dates,
and going Dutch.
You will find them. The problem is you go out of your way to find somebody who you can't afford.
Literally.
Okay.
You know,
it's giving charity case. Let's move on.
Okay, so I know we talked about this last episode, and please forgive us because by the time the episode dropped, new stuff had came out, and Kanye, for those of y'all who don't know, did end up tweeting something very anti-Semitic, and he's been canceled everywhere from that. And it's not even just like a normal cancel. This is stuff I've never seen. Goodwill has even come out because first off, Yeezy dropped him. Foot Locker said we're not
easy. Balenciaga.
Adidas. Adidas dropped him, but then Foot Locker came out and said we're not even gonna shelf. Even though I've never seen Yeezys in Foot Locker, so I don't even know what they're talking about.
But they're there, but I ain't never seen them.
I'm just like, don't people be lined up at the door to? So if y'all still have some in y'all stock room, can y'all put it on the floor?
Yeah.
But anyways, they're off the floor, and then Goodwill even came out and said we're not. Oh, the Yeezys y'all have, if y'all want to donate, we're not even gonna accept them. Balenciaga dropped him. Gap came out and dropped him or ended their contract, and apparently so did Def Jam and all this stuff. But it's kind of weird because a lot of these contracts were already ending, so I'm not sure who is actually being performative and who's actually being honest as far as ending the contract because of these comments. But he's been canceled a lot of places.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, and y'all, I am not even to y'all. Y'all already know how I feel about Kanye. Like, and honestly, My thing is though, and I'm not supporting like whatever he said. I'm not doing that in any way, shape, or form. But I also feel like it's propaganda, bro. Like Goodwill. Who are you to tell me that I can't donate to clothes, whatever clothes I want to, whatever brand I want to the people who need it? Who are you to deny my donations? Like that's not. It's just propaganda. Like who are you to like? It's just weird. Like y'all are all doing this just because of this. Yeah, and it's just like, bro, no. I'm sorry, it's performative. Everybody just wants to hop on a bandwagon because it's the cool thing to do. But how do y'all really feel it? Like, put y'all money where y'all mouth is. Are y'all donating to any Jewish communities then?
Oh, yeah.
Then, you know what I'm saying? Put your money where your mouth is. You want to start, the contract ended, the contract dropped. Because it sounds cool. It's cool to cancel Kanye. But what else are y'all doing to help the Jewish community? What else are y'all doing to help the Black community? Because since these comments are so offensive, then actually do something about it. Then dropping Kanye is not going to change nothing. It's not going to change shit. Nothing. So it's like, it's fucking propaganda. Like, it's whatever.
Let me share some tea about Adidas and why they felt pushed to do this, because they dropped him like 2.5 weeks after he even made the comments. A lot of people did, which is also weird. But people dug up in Adidas history. And Adidas was actually founded by Adolf Dassler. That's what Adidas is short for. Adolf Dassler, who, actually participated in the Nazi movement. Mm-hmm. And Adidas was actually, they were on contract, but they actually did supply shoes to the Hitler youth and the Nazis. So it was like, y'all definitely have a history of not only directly benefiting from the Holocaust, but y'all actually helped to clothe and these Nazi soldiers. So out of everybody who needs to make sure that they're pouring back into the Jewish community, I don't need to hear I dropped Kanye. I need to hear what you're actually doing to make sure, because you mean to tell me this came out and your answer to all the people digging out and dragging y'all is dropping Kanye? No. I need you to actually address the fact that Adidas was founded by a Nazi, and I didn't know this. No, I'm sorry. Once I found that out, I was like, Adidas actually, no, you got bigger fish to fry. Sorry. Address that.
My thing is, who was checking for a goodwill response? Like y'all felt compelled to come out and like,
and not only y'all are not the only, take it to Salvation Army, bro. Like stop the madness.
Y'all charge for free clothes, so stop. Goodwill's expensive. Okay, I'm
that's why you gotta, Goodwill. That's why you gotta go to FCA. Just drop it off over there.
Yeah, that's like or people at Goodwill, like they know what they're doing there.
Yeah, I'm like, you want people to burn the Yeezys? Like, people aren't going to wear them. But if a homeless person doesn't have shoes, they want to go to a Salvation Army and pick up shoes. Like, why are you stopping donations?
It's weird.
Because the thing about Salvation Army, normally the people that are working there, they're using the profits to pay them. So, like, they have a job. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah, Salvation Army, they're using
I thought it was a charity organization.
It is a charity organization, but they do have people that, like, are less fortunate working for them, and some of the profits they use to pay them.
What about thrift stores?
What thrift stores? I'm talking about Salvation.
That's what I'm saying.
How's she supposed to?
No, but I'm saying,
I don't know about
I'm saying thrift store, because you're getting free clothes and you're selling
does it too.
But I'm saying thrift stores are able to operate in the same way, and their prices are considerably lower.
Yeah.
So in Goodwill, you're writing everything off, and thrift stores don't. Oh, true. Because Buffalo Exchange,
man.
Anyways, moving on.
Yeah.
We're gonna, but we actually addressed the whole Garcelle situation last episode. Andy did actually recently come out, not on Watch What Happens Live or any Bravo platform, which is very weird of you, Andy. We don't even know if it was directly to Garcelle. But he went on Sirius XM on this radio show that I didn't even know he had, and apologized to Garcelle for his comments after being asked about it, and said that he wasn't in tune to how she was feeling at the moment. He should, as a host, you should have been, but he just wants to apologize.
He only did because everyone was eating him up.
Yeah. Y'all talk about the how he was kind of egging on Rena, and
he wasn't egging on nothing. He wasn't there for Garcelle.
Okay, so that's what we're talking about. Yeah. That's what he apologized for. Okay.
So to speak directly to it, during the episode, or even I think this is after season film had already wrapped up, Garcelle or Lisa Rinna had thrown Garcelle's book in the trash. Erica Rinna posted it on social media. These are two white women, just to clarify that part. And at the time, everyone thought it was Erica who threw the book away because she's the one who posted it. During the reunion, it came up. Lisa Rinna was like, it was actually me that threw it away. And Andy chose to focus on, oh, wow, Erica, so you took the heat all this time and it was Lisa. And oh my gosh, so Lisa, I need to be asking you, do you recycle? And completely what should have actually been happening is, how did it make you feel to see your book in the trash? And you can see Garcelle being visibly like upset and uncomfortable, holding back tears of sadness or anger. I would feel you on both. While Andy's laughing with these women, literally laughing, like, oh my gosh, you don't recycle and da-da-da, when it's just like, who the hell was asking about if Erica recycled, I didn't hear anybody talking about the actual outrage was her throwing away the book. And y'all having a whole separate group chat to talk about it. Like, Andy didn't ask any of those questions.
Not even just that. It's kind of just like, bitch, we already went back and forth about the comment that she made about her daughter, which really wasn't that bad of a fucking comment, because there actually is an episode where Harry blames Lisa for her daughter's eating disorder, him damn self. So for you to get mad at that and her go out of her way to change, get that taken out of the book and redone in a short amount of time, and you still gonna turn around and throw my book in the trash, bitch? I could have left that comment in my book because your own husband thinks that.
But it was on the show. What Garcelle said, she got it verbatim off.
And on top of that, in the book, Garcelle was expressing, like, Garcelle didn't mention Lisa Rinna's daughter in the book, but all she said was, this was a moment that I regret, and I regret mentioning. She didn't even say the girl's name. She said Lisa Rinna's daughter. So I don't understand.
I mean, Lisa Rinna just wanted a problem.
The comment never even said she's the reason why your daughter has issues. She said, do you feel like you dancing on the internet in underwear can affect your daughter's disorder? That's exactly what she didn't say, hey, you did this and it caused your daughter to have an eating disorder. Yeah. So it just, and which is a legitimate question. Yeah. I mean, maybe not on camera, but it's a legitimate concern.
Yeah, I don't think Garcelle was trying to be rude or malicious
she wasn't trying to be rude. Anyways, fast forward to the apology. How did it sound? Because I didn't hear it. Was it like, did it sound genuine or what?
I mean,
I just read about it.
It sounded like Andy was apologizing as much as he could without taking full accountability, so he can't say, Garcelle, sorry I made you feel like shit. I'm clearly closer to these women, and I have I've had a pattern of not holding these women accountable throughout the entire franchise, and I have my favorites. He can't say that, so all he's gonna say is, I didn't realize Garcelle was feeling that way, and I should have been in tune to her emotions. I definitely should have, addressed the whole situation instead of focusing on the recycling part. That's really all he said.
See, here's my thing about Andy. I love Andy down. I'll say that. I'll start with that. I do love Andy down, but I do feel like a lot of what he does, because he works around a lot of white prominent women, around women in money, he's very powerful in the TV industry. I do think he does a lot of like backpedaling to save himself from backlash. And that's what bothers me, because it's like, you're doing this because you don't want the backlash, not because you genuinely feel like this is what's right. And that's what, a lot of times it comes off across as like, again, it's just ingenuous. So I'm like, I don't know. Like, I love Andy, but it's just like sometimes, like the whole Real Housewives of New York, firing the whole cast and restarting it. It's just like, bro, you're doing this because you didn't want the backlash. Not because you felt like you needed a new cast. You just didn't want the backlash from the Black community.
They needed a new cast.
No, they did not. I'm not gonna lie.
That last season was terrible.
Oh, because of one person. No, I'm so sorry. We gonna talk about it?
Oh, no. Let's talk about it. Let's actually talk about it. Because for one, I did actually have the same sentiments as you. I do feel like Eboni did come on the show, and the show became really centered on race, and that's just not what RHONY at the time, Real Housewives of New York.
That's not even what the franchise is about.
And I feel like the way that she inserted it came off kind of
strong. Assertive.
Yeah, it came off kind of strong, and I feel like she could have maybe done it more subtle. However, after learning some of the things that she was experiencing behind scenes, I now applaud her for even
pushing forward,
going into that space and feeling comfortable enough to do that, because there was a lot of racism happening behind the scenes. One of the I don't know if it was a production assistant, came out and said that she was called the N-word
by Ramona.
I'm
not shocked by that. No. That sounds like a Ramona.
There were a lot of racism marks and like really passive aggressive things being done off camera. So I kind of feel, Eboni, no, I'm going to stand in my truth as a Black woman. I'm going to be that educated Black woman around y'all every single time and remind y'all that I'm not who the fuck you think you want me to be. I am educated, more educated than you, Luann. You can have an attitude about it. You can throw a fit. Don't give a fuck. And so now it's like, I actually applaud her, because now knowing all that, I was like, dang, honestly, imagine going on a cast that, you believe to be racist. You're hearing all these things, and then you have to be, because I'm more than positive the production is who's forcing her to have all these conversations. And you're having all these racial conversations. And then first off, Bravo isn't even allowing you to be in a safe enough space to feel comfortable having these conversations. When you are having these conversations, Ramona, another cast member, is minimizing the experience of a Black woman's lived experience at every given moment.
It was more Ramona majority of the time, because even Sonya would say something. Sonya would be like, girl, like, she should be able to like say what she wants to say, and like it be that. Like, it doesn't have to be a thing where like we're tearing Eboni down for just walking in her truth. And even Luann at one point, I thought Luann was siding with Ramona, but Luann fell back too, because she was like, okay, this is starting to like, we're starting to look a certain way, and like, that's not why we're all here. Like, she should be free to be on this.
And I feel like that's why Bravo ended up editing all those moments, editing the show that way, where to us, we look, I'm sure they talked about so much other stuff, but I feel like Bravo knew that they were about to be facing a lot of racial allegations, so they edited it to look like she's talking about race all the time.
What I will say, because y'all, I haven't even finished season 12. It was such a problematic season.
Oh my god,
it was boring, bro. It was fucking boring. It was
problematic. Like it was problematic as fuck to the point where you don't want to finish it because it's like I'm not here for this. And so to the point where they didn't have a reunion, and they didn't have a reunion, and in that not having a reunion, everyone knew like, oh, RHONY's on the chopping block because it's been 2 years since the last season. And then now they have a new cast.
It's because Ramona was investigated for racism and fired, and they still chose to have her on Ultimate Girls Trip.
Girl,
that's why they didn't have a reunion. Yeah, because they knew Eboni would get in that ass, and how were they gonna
control that?
Okay, see, my comments were because now that you're saying that she experienced racism behind the scenes. I'm recalling because somebody sent me a podcast I should have listened to that. Somebody spoke on, I didn't. And it did, that was the headlines. And that's why I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. However, before that, I did, I feel like Eboni did ruin it just for the simple fact that, and I take that back, but I'll explain why. Just for the simple fact that, again, you came on the show, which this is just not that platform. You know what I mean? And I do get it. The women are ignorant. So I do feel like there are teachable moments when it comes to white women that you're hanging around. There are going to be teachable moments. But I just feel like, sometimes it's just like, bro, it wasn't like, we're on a trip, bro. We wake up in the morning and it's a lesson. It just made it seem like it's a lesson every blessed day. And I'm just like, okay, Eboni, this is not going to translate well. And honestly, and it sounds bad because it's like, I just don't feel like the women on New York just receive it well. I think if she was to go on Beverly Hills cast, a lot of those women would be like, okay, you know what? They're teachable. Some of them, not a lot of them, but majority of them would be like, it's a teachable moment.
No.
I don't see anything getting across to Ramona. I don't see anything getting across to Luann.
Actually, I don't see anything getting across to Ramona.
I'm not gonna lie.
Is that Eboni's fault though?
No, it's not. It's not their fault. That's why I'm just like, at that moment, I don't even feel like Eboni was a good fit for the fucking cast. I don't. I feel like she was a fucking diversity hire.
You put a black girl on a racist cast, and that's why all those teachable moments came off force because the white women were clearly uncomfortable learning that, and they were fighting back at every chance.
Which goes back to Andy, actually, because again, she's a diversity hire. Like you should optics, Andy. Sorry, hold on, Jori. Like he hired her when the whole Black Lives Movement matter started, right? Bad timing because it's just like they have never had a black person on their cast. Never. Now all of a sudden you want to put this girl on the cast and she's not fit for the fucking show. She's not fit for the cast. So that's why I say like, yes, she did ruin it because it's like, Andy, why did you hire her? This is not her team. This is not somebody she fits well in. She's not somebody she meshes with. Like they don't even run in the same circle. Not to say that it's weird. It's just weird. I don't know. Like whatever. Go ahead, Jori.
The dinner. It was a lot for me.
Which dinner?
The dinner.
The Renaissance dinner.
That's
the one I'm talking about.
It was a lot. But at the same time, to me, it's kind of just like, it must be nice to be not let me figure out how I'm gonna say this. It must be nice to like get tired of hearing about Black history. Like every day as Black people, we living in a white world. You know what I mean? So so the fact that you guys are so tired that when the few times you guys are around Eboni and she's trying to teach us something that y'all are just so, we don't. This is our fucking reality. You know what I mean? So I think to me it was annoying because it's just like, her everywhere it was getting annoying to me, but at the same time it's like I'm annoyed that y'all are annoyed that she's trying to actually teach y'all something.
I could be annoyed because I'm Black. You shouldn't be annoyed because you're white.
But what I will say is that I will like agree with Crystal a little, like to a sense that Eboni did ruin RHONY. Like I'm not like I don't think she intentionally meant to, but it unfortunately yes it did. Like it did.
And it's not her fault. It's not her fault. I just think she just didn't mesh with the crowd, and then it's just not her. It's like a terrible hire. I'm sorry.
Everybody that's on these franchises, they all run in one of the people's circle. Like it just makes sense. She was she was just a plant.
So
this is my question for y'all, because I don't necessarily think like she ruined it. My point of view on that, because she wasn't even a housewife. So that's my point of view. I do really feel like at this point, like how do you guys feel about like recasting these old franchises that have been around for forever, because these people are getting older and older. No shade to them, but it's just like I want to see new, young, relatable, true housewives, not people who are newly divorced. You were why did she even get brought on the show? She wasn't even married. It's housewives. It's housewives.
That's a good point.
That's what RHONY's actually doing. So RHONY actually did recast, and they recasted already problematic housewives. Stories are already coming up about them.
Yeah,
but I'm sorry, and I know we want to move on, but I have to go back because it's like this whole Eboni ruined RHONY.
No, I recounted that. Okay,
but
I said it too. I said it. I was like, I mean, but I know she didn't intentionally.
It's a little strong. It's a little strong. She wasn't fit for it.
But let me just say why. Because and even with the whole her not being a good fit, that's why I'm saying like I feel like there was just tension in the area and we felt it, and we think she's not meshing when in reality these women are not, they're being fake with her and it's phony and it's coming up across on camera. I feel like there are many other instances in Real Housewives history where there has been teachable moments. We watched Atlanta when they did a whole tour through the church and Martin Luther King. When Portia came out, her first season.
Phaedra took them on that $1 million march.
That
was a nice
Portia
one
asked
too.
that dumbass question about the Underground Railroad.
When Portia first came, her granddad is Hosea Williams, who he helped, like he marched with MLK and did all the other stuff. So it was like a lot of like civil, I don't want to say Civil War. I don't even know what period that was, but it was like a lot of Black history in that moment. Even when Crystal came on, she tries to, be very transparent about like her age and history. Kyle, at any given moment, if you don't know Kyle is Jewish, you will know by the end of every single episode. She mentions it all the time. The thing is, a lot of these events, like even Portia's bar mitzvah, a lot of it gets edited out. I feel like RHONY decided to keep every one of Eboni's clips because, again, they knew they were going to face a lot of backlash, so they wanted to have a history and a timeline, a recorded events of showing like Black history on camera on Real House of New York. But I do not feel like it's Eboni's fault. I feel like the reason it was a bad fit is because a lot of those women are subconsciously racist. And so I feel like it came across on camera, and that's why it looked like Eboni was coming on strong because, So I feel like the only reason it was a bad fit is because no matter what Black cast member was on that show, it was never going to mesh. That's the reason why Real Houses of New York was a white cast for so many seasons. Even look at Garcelle in Beverly Hills, fighting for her life over there.
I mean, and not even that. Crystal. I know y'all seen the recast. No Black person there. No. So it's like
for New York.
Yeah.
What?
It's not meant for. Again. It's not a.
It goes back to Andy.
No, I thought it was a Black girl on the recast.
I've never seen her.
I
saw all of them. Two. They're very light.
Well then.
Okay.
But. Oh, damn. Y'all brought up something I wanted to... Oh, okay. So that kind of brings me to my question. Like, how do y'all feel about... Not how do y'all feel... So who do y'all think is like good for TV? Like, out of all the franchises, like, who do y'all feel like, damn, this person's problematic, but they're good?
Nene Leakes. Nene Leakes. That's my favorite housewife.
I'm not gonna lie.
It used to be Ramona till they found out the racist stuff.
I was a fan of Ramona.
Okay, yeah. No, I wasn't. I'm not gonna say I was a fan. I'm not gonna say I was a fan at all.
Bethany.
But Ramona was good for TV. Yeah. Ramona was so good for TV. Like I do not like Ramona, but she was good. I can't deny it. She was good for TV.
Ramona was good for TV. Bethany was good for
Bethany's
TV.
Not
Bethany's not problematic.
She's not problematic to me.
Not more than Ramona.
I mean, Bethany
just has a smart mouth.
She does. She was good for TV. Like she was to me. Mouth. Bethany was doing things that they all were afraid to, speaking up. And
I'm sure they're watching. They're like, "Who's Bethany? Who's Ramona?"
Bethany Frankel. She actually
this is the episode for the girls.
Skinny Girl. What the Skinny Girl
Margarita.
Bethany, Nene.
Is she divorced yet?
Kim too. No, Kim.
I think
they
really finalized it like a year ago after 10 years.
I think Kim was good for TV.
Was she?
Yeah.
Kim who? Yeah, which Kim?
Kim Zodiac.
Kim Zodiac. She was good for TV.
I mean,
I'm not gonna lie, y'all.
For the season she was on, I feel like they were some of Atlanta's best seasons.
I don't know.
100%.
No.
Problematic
Kenya's good for TV too.
What was his name?
Problematic
Phaedra.
Big Papa.
Phaedra who?
Phaedra is good for TV because even on Ultimate Girlship, she had me rolling. I'm like, this
she's
girl's
good with her
TV
reads, but like I don't know about TV.
I need to watch this girl.
Like I don't not gonna like no.
If you watch Ultimate Girlship, like I'm like this girl, everything she says is so funny. The timing is perfect, charisma, everything. I'm like,
maybe because I'm not gonna lie. Maybe the reason I don't see it because I'm not gonna lie. Like the reason why Phaedra had to leave the franchise for what the bullshit she did, I can't see past that.
We said problematic phase.
No,
it's problematic.
You can't
I can see past Ramona's racism.
No, I knew Ramona was racist from the beginning.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
I feel like
I was a fan.
Not to give it a pass. We know white people are racist, but I feel like to accuse somebody of rape
can be racist.
Thank you, Jori.
I know Spider's back there like
like bitch, what?
No, Jori.
Spider catches strays.
To accuse somebody of rape, to me, that's actually a big deal, and I can't rock with that.
And to be honest, like because they dragged
Candy Burris at that.
They dragged that situation out that season and the next season. I'm not gonna lie. After that, I stopped watching Atlanta because I just was so fed up with it.
It
like
was good, girl.
I stopped. I know it's back and everyone's watching again. I just could never get back into it because y'all dragged it out too much for me. I was like, I'm good.
But okay, so what's y'all's favorite franchise?
Okay, can we do top 3?
Okay. Actually, just because
right here,
I will answer that. But after, actually, let me just start, and I'll say this after. Yeah. Favorite franchise, and this is gonna be so like I do love Beverly Hills.
1, 2, 3. Come on.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Top 3.
Top 3.
Oh.
Well, you said Beverly Hills your favorite though. That's good.
Yeah. I don't want to do top 3. That's gonna take you too long.
Sorry, because I don't have one favorite.
Okay, go ahead.
New Jersey, Beverly Hills, and now Potomac. Those are my top 3.
I don't have a 3, but I would say Beverly Hills and New Jersey for sure.
Yeah.
Those are my top.
No.
I will never miss an episode.
New Jersey was underrated.
This last season was good.
No, I do like Beverly Hills. I don't have a favorite either, but I do like Beverly Hills. And I also don't watch like 3 other franchises. So
Oh yeah,
there's
no,
that.
New Jersey, y'all.
I don't
Okay,
watch Jersey.
fellas and ladies.
It's toxic.
New Jersey.
We're gonna be talking about reality shows.
Yeah, so guys, we're gonna go ahead. Yeah, this episode, as you can see, it's about reality TV. I know, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. And if you're on TikTok, if you're on Instagram, you see like a lot of different shows that y'all like. In that, we're gonna touch base on probably majority of them. Okay, so guys, out of all like any shows y'all been watching, what main character do y'all relate to, or can like y'all liked or enjoyed on TV?
I'm not gonna lie, my favorite character of all, and this isn't even a reality show, so I'm sorry, but I mean, she is the reason that we have Real Housewives. So I love Carrie Bradshaw.
Yes.
I love her. And because I love Carrie Bradshaw so much, she made me fall in love with Sarah Jessica Parker. Like, she was just such a fashionista. She was so like fearless,
Yes,
vulnerable, but she was also like empowering because she's like a single woman living in New York. She's an editor on a paper. Her love life is like in shambles, but she's still fuck with the same fuck boys. Girl, we here, So I love her.
I like that. That's a good one. What about you, Jory?
I don't look up to nobody. Sorry, or
Nope.
feel like I relate to anybody. I watch that shit for entertainment.
Feel
so
you.
it's like
Okay, so
that's why I think when I say like Beverly Hills, like it's in my top because I just love the money, the lifestyle that they live. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Mhm.
But I don't ever be like, oh, like I like. Sorry,
I'm not gonna.
let me just say sorry
yeah.
to interject. Carrie Bradshaw is from Sex and the City.
Sex and the City.
For those of y'all who probably didn't make
Yeah.
that correlation.
And Sarah Jessica Parker plays Carrie Bradshaw.
Yeah.
My favorite, of course, y'all know, is Nene Leakes. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I enjoy Nene Leakes. She is loud. She is funny, and I feel like I'm loud and funny, and like I love her reads, and like I kind of do reads like that. It's just sometimes so random, but it lands every time. And like Nene is
Who
so
you be
great
reading
for
like that?
Huh?
Who you be reading like that?
Listen,
I was just asking. I was just asking.
those people
Yeah,
that
her
be around,
reads be like reading.
No,
I'm
but
like,
sometimes
what?
when people be around me, some of the stuff I be saying, they're like, "Oh my gosh!"
So
but,
jokes, yeah.
it's jokey. But me
Yeah,
too.
because they called somebody handsome Squidward before, and I was like, wow,
Who is they?
so
I don't
rude.
call anybody handsome. So
No, because I know exactly who they did.
No, y'all. I can't even accept that. I don't call anybody handsome. I don't do that.
who
That
is
wasn't
they?
me.
It was between
Someone. It's not a they.
Paula. I heard actually.
Oh wait,
No,
I heard
you
that on
didn't.
the show. I heard that on the actual. I can tell you the show
Oh,
they
yeah.
said that on. So I'm
I
like,
didn't call you. I don't
who
call
said
people
that on this
handsome.
table?
Y'all know
Oh.
they're not here. So
okay.
anyway. I don't call people handsome, but moving on. Yeah, so I like Nene Leakes. Like, I just think that she's a boss bee. You know what I'm saying? Like, even after all the stuff she's gone through, she's still standing. Like, I just like her as a businesswoman and everything, and I wish she would come back to TV.
I like Nene, but I also feel like, bro, like she acts like a big ass baby, bro. Like, she's just too old to be acting how she be acting sometimes. And like the hissy fits that she be throwing. And I guess like I can't even speak to like the recent stuff, like suing Andy and all that stuff. I'm just
She
like,
needed to.
She was
no.
justified.
I'm saying I can't speak to that. I'm
Yeah.
just saying like how she handles her friendships. I don't like, and that's like because it gives me you're a mean girl in real life. Like
But I don't think
like
they're really friends.
it doesn't matter how you handle your coworker. I don't know. It's just weird to me, and it just like it gives just like one of the like the girl in the MOTO. Like you want to cut somebody off for a reason. You never even spoke to them. Like you just expect them to
Dang,
just
no
follow
shade
suit.
to her.
No. Like I mean, that's how girls are. Like you just want to cut somebody off with no explanation, and not to say that she owes anybody an explanation, but it just gives like mean girl bully vibes. Like I don't know. Like I like Nene. I do feel like she's a top 3 housewives, but I still feel like it's the way she moves is just kind of a little iffy to me sometimes. Like
So can I just ask y'all a question? Because I mean, even talking about like the Teresa and her brother situation, do y'all sometimes feel like these producers or these franchises are exploiting people?
absolutely.
Yes.
Entertainment.
What was that?
Absolutely.
Bad Baddies?
Bad
Bad
Girls
yeah.
Club.
Girls Club, Baddies.
Man.
All exploitation, all of
Absolutely.
it, and like I mean, it's to some Love and Hip Hop. To some degree, it is entertaining, but at the same time, it's just like, bro,
At the
like these are
expense of who
people's,
and what.
yeah, like this is really like even, and y'all know I love me some 90 Day Fiance. Even that, it's kind of just like y'all are exploiting people to look stupid, like y'all
Crazy.
Think of it like who sat on this writer's table? Like, listen, we're gonna get people who want to get married in 90 days. We're gonna follow them for the 90 days and this and da. And it's just like
And
these
then-
is people's real life.
Look,
Like
look,
this is how they
and-
really
and-
feel. But we're gonna exploit it so y'all can laugh at them.
But like the thing is too, and we'll go as far as giving them props to do bullshit to now create like content and drama for the show. I'm gonna go reference Bad Girls Club, the Claremont twins. All those girls that ruined their things were given that paint and
Yeah,
all
they
that stuff to
were,
destroy their things.
And that's
And
why
thank
the
the
show
Lord-
is ended and they
Yeah,
won that lawsuit.
and they got
Shout out
money
to the
off that.
girls. Shout out to the girls.
But like like it's just crazy that production, like, to me, like, you have to live in like a mindset of hate, because like how do you write storylines like that? How do you feel comfortable being like, hey y'all, look,
we're gonna say this, we're gonna run with it.
Go on her Celine purse and cover that up.
Like,
wow, do you know how much that cost? Are you mad?
Are you crazy?
Wow. Like,
no, shout out to the Claremont twins for real show. For real. They really won that loss. You know what's crazy? Because it's been all over Twitter. Like, the dogs that they brought on the show, they're missing one of them.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
He's gone.
Free my guy Chase, the little dog.
Sorry.
But anyways,
yeah, it's a Claremont dog. That's gone.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah, Paris Hilton's dog's missing too.
Wait.
Yeah, it's missing for a while now.
But it's crazy how they even edit it. But it's just like, I hate to take it back to that. Like the camera, when Andy's talking to Lisa and Erica, like the fact that the camera knew to catch Garcelle's face, and it's just like Andy as the host, like you're so lost in the sauce, and it's just like, but girl, the cameras caught her face. Even when Kathy was giving that read and Garcelle did that smirk, y'all know, like y'all are messy.
So it's not even just Andy; it's the production team that all has to be on the same page of like messiness to some degree. Because it's like Andy can feel, not even any producer, like head executive producer can feel away. Like, okay, we're gonna run this story. Mona, we're gonna run this story. The producers are behind it. They agree. Like, oh yeah, we feel the same way. We gonna run this shit too.
But you have to understand, I also feel like sometimes the producers feel the same way we feel. Cause Andy's a show on the I don't know if he may be executive producer, but I don't think he gets like the say on like final edits and every little thing. I feel like a part of them, you have to understand, at that part when Andy switched over and he was talking to Lisa and Erica, they were on like technically a break. But the producers kept rolling. They kept that footage in just to show us, like, this is Andy y'all don't really see. Like, he really does disregard people in real life.
I don't even think that was their intentions. I just feel like, I don't know.
That is their intention.
Because why else would they keep it in?
Yeah.
Thank you. They could have took that
like,
out.
You know
I was like, why is this still running?
No, literally.
I was confused. I was like, the hell? And then they broke off for a real break. We should have, when he said, let's take a break, the camera should have cut there.
Off, like, let's take a break.
I'm like, why is it still going on?
God, the producer was like, really?
No, catch
Andy?
the behind scene. Catch BTS right now. BTS.
You really laughing with these bitches? Like, it's really, like, whole laughing on some like, wow, you really don't recycle? It's an old phone in there. I'm like, oh, y'all are friends.
But I do feel like, again, not even to blame all the production, I do feel like some of it is just like we're giving platform to stupid people. Like, you know what I'm saying? True. Like, people are just gonna take this shit and do it anyways. Like, I don't even gotta tell you what to do. You get on here and make a fool out of you. You do it on your own. What did Garcelle say there? I don't gotta make you look stupid. You do that on your own.
But I also feel like you have to be smart as a cast, right? Because I even had a conversation with somebody about this before, about why certain shows, why even New Jersey, sometimes I had to draw back on watching it because they give too much to the show sometimes. Yeah, I think shows like Beverly Hills do a really good job of having a whole season about nothing.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know. I know more from the blogs and social media about this cast than I do from actually watching that show. But on one episode of Potomac, y'all have accused Candace's husband of trying to slide in y'all's DMs. Y'all have exposed Mia for faking her cancer. Y'all be pulling up stuff. Y'all on Married to Medicine, you talking about Toya sleeping. A rumor that's going around in her neighborhood is now on camera. You're accusing Toya of setting up a robbery. You're pulling up how much Toya sold her house for. Exactly. That's on the show. Why? I'm like, that's the part where I'm like, okay, as a cast, I don't care if y'all need to make a pact to be like, let's keep the show very surface level. Because even as a viewer, it's not fun to watch y'all tear each other apart.
They've been attacking that girl all season. Like, I'm sick of it.
Toya?
Yeah.
It's good that y'all touched base on that, because I remember, I don't know if it was Real Housewives of Atlanta season 7. Something took place, I think, at like a bachelorette event, and like it was brought on the reunion, and they all together was like, I could have sworn we all agreed that we were not going to bring that up.
And then it did.
And like Kenya was like, well, if it's on the show, she's like, no, we all agreed that whatever happened that day, we're not talking about it out on the show. And Kenya like disregarded everybody and kept talking about it. To me, I'm like, see, y'all, like, I get that. Like, we don't have to give the world everything. Like, just because we're on reality TV, we do not have to let them know every little piece of our life. Granted, people are always saying that's what you sign up for, but at the same time, I feel like you're working for them too. You can control what you allow to be put out. Like, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? And if you're not with it, you can always bounce.
And unfortunately, I feel like that happens a lot on the minority cast.
Yeah, all the time.
I don't know if it's production. Yeah, it's like they always end up exposing so much of their life where I feel like they end up being exploited more. Where on these, white casts, it's so much like surface level drama.
It's like lifestyle.
Real Houses of Beverly Hills had a whole season about Dorit giving a dog away and it making it to the blog.
Oh my God.
That was a season.
Yeah, they drugged
Doggy
that fucking shit. The whole season.
And just so y'all know that they be bullshitting with us, they went on a cast trip, and on camera, somebody who Dorit opened a swimwear line, Dorit is a cast member, opened a swimwear line with, approached her on camera. It made it to social media and told her about how she's been misusing funds, all this other stuff. Perfect opportunity to use that as a storyline. They edited that out. We never saw that.
But okay, so how much of the actual cast members do we blame? Because on Married to Medicine, what is the new girl? What's her name?
I forgot. She's the
No,
blonde.
the black
girl.
one.
Audra.
Audra. You got on the internet and did all that research and aired that shit out yourself. You did that, and that was inappropriate for you. We don't have to tell y'all, like, hey, you know what I mean, we're a black cast. You know what I'm saying? Like, you brought the drama here yourself. So it's like, how much of them, the black community per se, are like, you know, do we have to blame? Because it's just like, a lot of these girls do to, like, Kenya brought it up, the whole thing with the housewives.
Yeah.
Kenya brought it up herself. So it's just like, how much, like, we can't really shift blame here, because it's like, I guess maybe when it comes to, like, community, the white people, they have more of a community. And, like, I don't know. Like, it's just because it's like, they're trashing each other.
I can't.
But I
agree.
but I
If
think
you-
in regards to Married to Medicine, as a cast, fuck y'all. Y'all
No,
trying to
yeah,
say
no, yeah.
I set up Anila to get robbed. Fuck, y'all accusing me
It's a
of
criminal
robbery. That is a
offense.
fucking felony.
Yeah.
And as my castmates, I don't give a fuck you don't like me or not. Why would you put that? She has children,
that's
y'all.
fair.
Children, people who
And-
are gonna see those little clips accusing her of that's defamatory. I'm
Defamation of character.
Girl, I'm just like so annoyed because it's just like, even on the first episode of the reunion, like they're acting very fucking dense with Toya, like why she's so mad. And it's just like, bro, like y'all have attacked this woman all season and y'all are her castmates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, it's funny that you said that, because you're right. I know if y'all have watched Real House of Beverly Hills season, part 3 of the reunion, Kathy makes a statement to Erica and Lisa, basically like, she basically made a statement to them like, if you really want me to start exposing, I can. And they all caught that and got quiet and shut the fuck up.
But you hear what Kathy said, why didn't this stuff make it on camera? But to speak to your point about how it's the cast fault, I do feel like a lot of it is the cast. But that's why I brought up the situation with Dorit, where on camera she was approached by somebody accusing her of stealing funds used for the swimwear line and misappropriating it. And it never made it to camera. Production edited the entire thing out to save her character. I feel like the production does. There's a lot of
they
things.
pick
also
and
feel
choose
like
who
it's
they do that for.
payola.
Yeah, she easily
Like,
paid them
that's
to
why
do
I'm
that.
like, you like
Dorit, you
Michelle-
think Dorit has the
Michelle.
funds to pay off production?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't.
Michelle?
Here's the thing. It's not
Michelle.
even if she.
Giving
It's
her
not
a
a
lot
matter
of
if she has it or
Michelle.
not. It's not a matter if she has it or not. The thing is, let's say everybody has it. Dorit is willing to pay that money to not have that exposed.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna give you however $100,000
Do you
to not have
understand
that
what
shit
that would do to
exposed.
her
Not only that,
reputation?
what
You're done.
cast
But,
on
but
like
you see what we're saying?
But we're saying
on that cast it can happen, but on another cast, you don't think that Toya
Because
has the funds to?
what
No,
I'm
that's what I'm
is that
saying.
They
I think
protect who
that
they want to protect. I'm not
Toya
gonna lie.
does
say
have
that.
the funds.
Yeah.
Toya would have the funds, but is Toya gonna pay production not to just so they can not run this narrative? She gonna be like,
No,
"Fuck y'all, just run
Crystal,
it." And I'm
is she-
not gonna give
Crystal,
y'all several
no, that's not-
$100,000 to
I
not.
can't say that. I can't say that.
I don't think she would.
Like I said, they choose who they gonna protect. Like Toya, even if she wanted to pay that, they gonna find a way to slip that in.
The thing is,
Like-
a lot happened this season that they cut out. There's a lot that stayed that should have got cut out, and they if they wanted to, they could have cut out that narrative that Toya was responsible for that. They could have, and they chose not to.
because it's good for TV.
Exactly.
Okay, when y'all get hit with the y'all own charges and lawsuit coming
They
against
signed
y'all
a
for airing
contract, girls,
something.
and that's small fine print.
Oh, okay, look, just to even speak to how like minority cast aren't protected. I know we keep going back to Beverly Hills, but I'm gonna try and say it in a way that y'all can understand without watching the show. So Garcelle, minorities, well, of course he's a minority, but Garcelle's a black woman. Her son was attacked by bots that were hired by somebody, alleged someone from the cast. We don't really know. And Garcelle used her own funds
It was old girl.
to fund that investigation, right? On the last reunion, Andy mentioned that there was like a slur that was said. It was a homophobic slur that was said by one of the cast members that one of the other castmates claimed to have heard.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end, Andy says, but we did do an investigation and it came out inconclusive. So Garcelle looks at him and she's like, "Who did the investigation?" And he was like, HR. And she was like, And that as a black woman was very telling, because it's it's crazy that y'all investigated that.
But
it's
won't
crazy.
investigate the stuff.
Y'all
that happened with her
investigated a slur that was said off camera,
but not
that
online.
wasn't filmed.
But
That
y'all
one
want me to
castmate
investigation
alleged-
regarding my son.
But my son, who was first of
Receiving
all
death threats.
attacked on camera
by a castmate.
and was received a racial death threat that could have been from one of y'all's
That was-
castmates.
and
I had to
mentioned
fund that
a
investigation
castmate.
myself.
Hmm.
I feel Garcelle.
So let's
Yeah,
talk about
sorry.
like iconic moments in TV shows, because like, as I was like thinking, right, I don't know if this is like top, but it's one of them. Y'all remember College Hill?
Yeah.
That fight with Crystal?
Girl.
Crystal and Vanessa?
Yes.
Listen, that fight to this day still like, it was intense.
Crystal was in the wrong. Crystal was in the wrong. Crystal was in the wrong.
She was.
And I'm mad they sent Vanessa home. I was like, no, they both should have got sent home.
They both
I don't understand why Vanessa got sent home.
Wait, no,
only.
but Vanessa was the one in the wrong, but Crystal just shouldn't have stabbed her. If that was,
You get me.
if she hit her with a shoe. But Vanessa did run up on her first.
Y'all both fought. You got to go. Y'all both fought.
Yeah,
they both
Like, if you want to teach a lesson for real, y'all both got to go.
Because she was just defending herself. She just shouldn't have done it with it. I mean, the girl can't fight. She's
but
so
remember,
small.
true, but I mean, she kept egging her on, and like that's why I be trying to tell people, like, y'all got to be careful with your words because you don't know a word can cause a person to crack. And like, you were.
I don't
egging her
remember.
on.
I just remember somebody threw a shoe.
Yeah, she didn't throw a shoe.
She beat her ass with
hit
the
a
shoe.
heel on her head with the shoe and cut her face open.
You know what's crazy? My favorite Real Housewives moment is from Lisa Milan. I mean, not Real Housewives. Sorry. College Hill moment. It's
I'm about to say, girl, what?
I was like, girl, just
sorry. No,
She's a housewife now, though.
No,
Yeah.
she's a housewife.
Yeah.
That's why she's a housewife, Lisa Milan, and that's when she was fighting a girl named Terry, and the girl kept like picking on her, and she says a line that Chanel Ion actually says on Real Housewives of Dubai recently.
Really?
Yeah, but she's
Not
like,
you over here copying people's lines.
She's like, it's not my fault. I look better than you. Take that shit up with God. And she runs up her and just starts fighting her. And I was just like,
dang.
I thought it was so lit.
And you know what's crazy? Like, they don't make TV like that anymore. Everything seems like it's scripted. Because I personally do not feel like College Hill was scripted.
No, College Hill.
wasn't.
Even,
Like,
I'm
it
sorry.
wasn't.
Watch it back.
Yeah,
like,
Even
because I watched that season
oh my
again. I was like,
gosh,
damn.
I need to watch it. It's so
is
crazy.
good TV.
I don't know what told me to just start watching it, but I think I watched like the first 3 episodes of like Jersey Shore, and I just was like,
Girl, I
Jersey
rewatched
Shore was,
Jersey-
I was like, yeah, Jersey Shore was. Like, I watched it when I was younger, but I'm like, yeah,
Girl,
Jersey Shore was good, and this is non-scripted. I'm so
Yes.
sorry. When they hit, when Snooki got hit in the club
when
by a
Snooki
man,
got punched, I was like, bro.
I said, wow, look at and.
Or when Ronnie slept that stranger that was messing with him and Sammy. Oh my God. I was like, wow, this couldn't happen on
This
TV
couldn't
today.
happen on TV today, bro. Like
Ronnie
a lot of the
said-
stuff.
Ronnie said, woo woo, hit him, sleeped him, sleeper. I'm like, not you. What?
I can't think of anything off the top of my head that's super iconic, but I have seen on Twitter kind of floating around. They was like, this was an iconic moment on Bad Girls Club when they said Megan beat up them 2 girls at the same damn time.
Yes.
Megan,
I'm
no,
not gonna lie.
2, 3.
3
Megan
at the
owned
same
all 3
time,
at the
and I'm
same
not gonna lie, I
time.
fucked with Megan after that because I'm like, she
'Cause she
really
knew-
stood
she
her
knew.
own, and then she
She went
sat in
home.
front of production after
She was
time.
like,
They
I'm ready
tried
to
to
go
beat
home.
me up. They tried to beat me up, and they didn't. But you handled it. You did.
Yeah.
You did your big one,
But
sis.
I'm telling you, it's so crazy because it's like, yeah, that wouldn't go for TV now. 'Cause,
No,
like,
it
No,
damn
get-
sure wouldn't.
absolutely
you
not.
get fired, you lose your check, you lose
But
everything
I'm not
now.
gonna lie. As
But
3, how do you like loot 3 on 1 and not one of them hits connected on Megan? I'm like, wow. I watched that.
But
I'm
you know
like,
what's crazy? Everyone talks about that because they're just like, how did Megan go and do that? Like,
bro,
all y'all were swinging at her, none of y'all touched her. How?
none of y'all touched her. All of them
And y'all
was
got mad at
swinging.
her at the reunion because she owned all y'all at once. Hey. Megan James, man, now that's an iconic character.
No, that
she is the fact that she's
a
Bad Girls
moment.
Club.
That was a moment in TV for sure.
Then basketball wise, girl, we saw you, but then yeah.
Damn.
First of all, that's what we not going
No, that's what we're not.
Sorry,
yeah.
it's just
Damn,
like
basketball wise was a moment
potential.
too. Ooh,
I
with Tammy and Evelyn, now motherfucking
fucking
factor.
Factor.
That's where the fuck that came from.
So whose side were y'all on, Tammy or Evelyn?
I don't even remember. It wasn't.
Remember,
Even, it wasn't versus Tammy. It wasn't
Tammy
versus,
found out that Evelyn was dealing with her child, like her husband at the time. They were having a relationship. And Evelyn decided to bring it up on the show and let her know, like, oh, during that time I was dealing with your husband. And she was like, why would you tell me?
I think she didn't acknowledge her, did she?
That's what started their feud.
Oh,
That sounds like I was not on Evelyn. I didn't understand why Evelyn brought that to TV. That was so
I don't think,
unnecessary.
even back to Love and Hip Hop with Chrissy and who said they were sleeping with Fab and Emily dragged her? Yeah, not
It was Kimbella.
Woo.
Oh
when
my-
she said, "Yeah, I'm getting up." No, that
I
fight
was
was
so. When
and even
Chrissy
the way
acted like
they-
she was leaving and then came back and just.
But Chrissy's a real bitch.
No, she
Chrissy's and
is.
it's knowing Emily and everything she's been through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
and
you want to
back in
bring that
moment,
up?
Yeah.
I feel like this
Real
girl's been
friend.
through too much for me to sit here and let you play her on national
Yeah.
television. No,
I felt that.
Yeah.
See, Chrissy.
getting that ass beat.
That's a definition of a
And it's so
ride or
crazy because she
die.
got up and was like, "Yeah, I'm good." Walked past and hit that bitch right.
She
in her
thought about it.
face.
She was actually no.
Yeah. She was
and
like,
you know-
"Actually, fuck this."
And it went on for a while. I'm
It
like,
went on for a
where are the
while.
producers? Like the security guards.
And,
Like,
and the thing is, wait, Emily didn't even flinch. She's like,
No.
oh, my bitch got it. Like, what?
But you know what's crazy? When you know your friend can't fight, I'm gonna clean this one up for you. Because Chrissy knew Emily would have got probably a little. She was gonna hit her. Emily wasn't gonna do anything but just take the insult and like rock with it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, speaking of iconic moments, sorry, let me do one more. Because I know Michelle actually reposted this one of the days. That teen where, what the fuck is her name? Peter Guns. And
Oh my god!
And his baby moms.
Tara.
And she was like, "You didn't stop. You didn't stop."
Oh my gosh,
bruh.
That
of all,
relationship was
what?
just-
What?
Tumultuous. Because I actually saw the scene recently where she was like, and they asked her on the reunion. They were like, "Okay, well, how do you feel about They asked Amina, how do you feel about whoever being the last baby mom?" Basically, she was like, "Oh, well, she's not because I'm pregnant too." And she stood up.
I was like, y'all, so
Y'all-
y'all did this for TV.
Y'all, I'm gonna give y'all context text and I'm gonna tell you a moment that I saw from that. So basically, Tyra and Amina, two castmates, were all dating Peter Guns, Corey Guns' dad, like at the same time. Tara was Peter's baby mama. He had 3 kids with her. They was living together. He went and married like a 25-year-old and then got her pregnant. And then Tara got pregnant again.
And they moved
and
her
then Amina
above
got
them.
pregnant
And
again.
then afterwards, Corey had got a vasectomy so he couldn't have any more kids. And so everyone
Peter
was like,
had a vasectomy.
oh yeah, Peter got a vasectomy. And so everyone thought that Tara was, Carrie's last child. Come to find out that Amina actually ended up getting pregnant. But no, that's not even the crazy part. Afterwards, the way, what's his name, Peter told Amina that Tara was pregnant, he came in there and she was like, "What's up, baby?" And he was like, "I have something to tell you. You know, I got the vasectomy. And she was like, "Tell me what's up." And she was like, "Amina's pregnant." The way her face dropped and she was like, "You're lying." She's like, I'm like, "Why am I watching them?" She's like, "Tell me you're lying." She goes, "I literally just got an abortion. You're telling me that this woman is pregnant after you just made me kill my baby." Watching that, I was like,
No,
I shouldn't be watching this.
that's crazy because you know what's crazy, y'all? We missing one
seats
person.
of
We
people's
missing a
lives.
couple that was iconic. Jocelyn Hernandez and Stevie J.
facts.
Remember, there are 2 moments with Jocelyn. The one where like something like I forgot when Stevie said he's gonna send her back to strip club. She started like punching him in like the thing and they had to break them up. But it's when he proposed to her at the end of that season and like she was like he did something. What did he do?
Mimi comes up.
Yeah, Mimi comes up.
And
She's
he
like,
turns around and proposes
gives her a
to
ring
me.
too.
and the way Jocelyn, y'all, I felt Jocelyn.
No, yeah.
She stole off on him as she
No,
should. Because
yeah.
like what?
It was in the therapy session. The first time
The
it was
first
a
one was
therapy,
a therapy
session.
session.
When I don't know what he said in that moment, but Jocelyn was like,
Jocelyn
"Fuck
said,
these cameras.
"What?"
I'm about to connect."
And the fact that all these people had to come and break her off.
all
I'm like,
these people, and the thing is, it's like that's what I'm saying. Like, as to a certain degree, it's exploitation, but to a certain degree, it's also the people because it's like you're allowing this man to come in and
Yeah.
do whatever to your life.
But
but here's my thing about it. It's just like I feel like it's just so much trauma and drama. It's like, and not only that, it's also we're in the. Imagine these cameras are here,
Yeah.
and it's just like we gotta watch what we say. And imagine you saying "fuck." All of these devices, I'm about to fuck you up on camera. Like, imagine how hurt you got. You know what I'm saying?
Camera right
Fuck
here.
you, fuck you, and I'm about to connect on this man. That's not even. This is a case. I
and to
can't
me-
case.
We don't support domestic violence.
No, we don't. We don't.
at all. And to me, that therapy was like not. It was like I was just like, why would Stevie J do that? But then the one that was the kicker is him proposing to Jocelyn and Mimi shows. I'm like, oh, you want Jocelyn to just. What?
To fuck
you know she
you
always
up.
blacks out with this
To
woman.
fuck you up.
That reminds me of Krishan, because Krishan be hitting on Blueface. We don't
She
encourage
does, and
or
we don't
sponsor that
either.
either. But one time Blueface had popped up with like a girl and they was like, "See, Blueface, that's why Krishan be beating on you because of shit like this." And I was saying it now, it's not funny. But okay. we're gonna edit that out.
Yeah, she's a Satan.
What's happening?
I feel you.
No, okay, I do want to end on this note, and that's if you were a housewife or if you were doing an intro, what would your tagline be?
Girl, I don't got one. I've been thinking of that for so long.
Really?
Yeah.
I have one.
Go.
Let me fuck you to your mind. Let me fuck you to your mind and make you come to your senses.
That's your tagline?
Yeah,
Like,
that's vulgar, but that's gonna play every single time they
Oh,
introduce.
fuck you to your
Shelly
mind.
says.
Your eyes open. Like,
Oh, okay.
you imagine how that's gonna translate.
Okay. I'll
Y'all father
Wow.
is watching this one, and that's what you're gonna say.
okay. Mine is only goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days.
No, I feel you. It should be a prayer. That should be the only thing that's coming out of your
okay.
mouth.
But get it, it's fuck you to your mind. and
No,
make
I
you come
get
to
it.
your-
I
okay.
get it. I get it. I get
You
it.
know,
A little. Just trying to land.
you know, Dallas's finest. Y'all know what's good.
Ooh. She's shaking the table.
No, but you have to say something that's cute. Like,
No, I hear you. I hear you.
pressure makes diamonds.
I do like the only thing a bitch can take from me is notes. I did like
her.
that.
No, that's a good one.
Isn't that somebody's
That's a
actual
good one.
tagline?
It is.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, yeah, I don't hear that.
Whose is it?
I think Lisa Milan's.
Wow. You watched Dubai?
I tried.
Yeah.
I gave it a solid
Didn't
effort.
get through
Salt
it.
Lake, no.
One episode and I was like, nah.
Literally the first and last.
It's just so many Housewives franchise that it's kind of hard to tap in. But
It's hard.
anybody else have another tagline?
Or you could say your favorite tagline that you've heard that you want to steal.
Girl, I do not
Yeah,
remember.
I
the
don't remember
tagline.
Really?
shit.
I like Lisa's toss me to the wolves and I'll return leading the pack.
Oh, yeah.
Like she ate with that one.
Lisa
That was
Vanderpump?
Lisa. Yes, that was Lisa
Man.
Vanderpump. And that was the year they
LVP.
tried to tossed her
dope.
to the wolves.
Yeah, sure did. And the wolves. I mean, the wolves didn't eat her. She walked away.
I need to
You
bring
know
her
what? I
back.
think Ramona always has a good one, though. I'm not going to
Yeah.
lie. I think Ramona always has like a good. No? I don't know.
Y'all-
I was like, I don't remember,
Y'all
but I
keep
feel
mentioning
like she
this
does.
racist.
I'm like,
Oh,
Ramona's getting way too much airtime on this podcast. Ooh.
Okay, so we can start.
The
How
writer
about the most
letter.
memorable line from a.
Paulette, shut up, because you have number one stand.
Oh,
You were defending her.
They
for a
used to look at
moment.
me so crazy. I'm like, oh my God, Ramona. They're like, what?
Look, used to.
Out of all people.
I've never liked Ramona. I just
Chill.
said she was good for TV. But anyways, again, the most memorable line from the show.
Well, not Luann.
Not-
Why don't y'all like Luann?
I don't care for Luann. I think
She's
Luann
boring.
is a
She was a countess.
Luann is a crystal like Ramona.
a countess, Paulette.
Y'all,
If you
she
watch
was-
her
no,
life-
Luann has lived a
No,
life.
Luann has
No,
lived a
she
life.
has, but
I watched that little
She's
her
iconic.
documentary. I was like, what the fuck? This bitch done lived like 3 lives.
Yeah, she has. She fully has. But anyways, if we talk about memorable lines from the show, I don't know about the most, but I'm so sorry to this day. Hey, maid. I see that on your maid outfit like you always do. Period, because that is always a mood.
I
Always
was
a
like,
fucking
damn.
mood.
I say that often.
And she had a cleaning business. I was
And
like,
clean-
damn.
She really said, call that woman a
Not her
maid.
shit on your business on TV.
No, that's an iconic line. And even Tanisha's line still gets played. I ain't getting no sleep because
Oh, yeah.
Y'all ain't been getting no sleep.
How
'cause
y'all
of me.
ain't mentioned New York?
That's what I was about to say. New York.
Whoa!
Oh my gosh!
The
No, look,
icon.
we're gonna end, y'all. I know all y'all. Everybody watching this part, y'all
icon.
watch Flavor Flav play New York. Not once.
I don't give a
Not
fuck.
twice. Not.
I don't give a fuck. You think I'm mad? I'm not.
New York got spit
Why
in
you
the
sound
face
just
for
like her?
Flavor. New York got rejected by Flavor 3 times on TV.
Give it up, delicious.
New York, honestly, she's an icon. Honestly, New York is an icon.
Beyonce, I'm so sorry, sweetie. Because Hottie really said that she looked like Beyonce. This is Hottie, right? It was
Hottie.
Hottie. Yeah. She really said she looked
Oh
like
my
Beyonce.
gosh.
Oh, and sorry, the last one from Flavor Flav. When who was it? When she
Charm
was like,
School?
when she
Oh.
said to that girl, she said, "You better stop interrupting my players. For God direct me to whoop your ass." I was like,
what was
a
her name?
bar.
I forgot her
can't
name.
remember.
Ah.
A bar.
Was that Sapphire?
Sapphire.
I think, yeah.
She's the one that. Yeah,
And she
her
ended
story
up
was.
beating, beating ass to show
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
after.
she did.
She did and went home.
A bar. But yeah.
There's a lot of people who beat ass. Like Megan James, she was like, you know what? She packed her shit up. Like, I'm
She
about to
did.
leave.
She knew she was going home.
And then waited for them hoes to get home.
Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed our reality TV talk. We talked about a lot, did a lot. Please let us know like what y'all was watching and all the other stuff like that when we get
I
to
wish I could
posting
tap
it.
in for sure.
Yeah. But guys, please, when y'all listening, if you have not left a review for us on iTunes while you listening to the podcast, please do that. We know y'all here, so please leave a review. We definitely want to see what y'all have to say, any feedback, all that good stuff like that. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Petty Party Pod, all that good shit. Yeah, it's your girl Jori. Ali is signing out.
It's your girl Michelle signing out. Okay, I was making sure I was next. Oh yeah, and leave a review on Spotify because for Spotify listeners out there.
And also, I want to say thank you for the comments. Thank you for the support.
Yeah,
We see all your comments. We try our best to respond back to everyone, but keep leaving those comments. Keep giving us feedback on the show, especially on this episode. I really want to hear how y'all felt about the Beverly Hills reunion and also Married to Medicine. I really want to hear that. So, Shakola Makalette signing out.
Bye, y'all. It's your girl Crystal, aka Champagne Chris, signing out. Peace.
Bye.